Yeah, this FURIA team, they're going to be starting on defense, and I've been impressed with this half from them generally, across the maps that they've been playing. I think they have some great chemistry, anchoring sites together with 2-3 players. They're great at setting up the right crossfires in the moment. Just those fundamental aspects of play as G2 intend on getting a fast A hit activated.
Yeah, sitting in the back of the site here, tenuously Zine. He might need to drop back behind this smoke. It's going to be Jorgama pinged out though. This is still G2 able to move up, and Artazine still out in the open. Didn't want to play in security Wyatt, doubling up with Alum at least, who can cut G2 down to size.
That's a great trade. Ooh, leaving a bit of danger. Caught in the corner is Dre. He goes down.
Just great timing for Alum to surge up, find a pick. Nova Pulse is going to force Koala out of the game for the time being. Leaf, Val, and Trent all very low. Alum sees a fair big, but has to refract away. And now Leaf gets caught out. That's 3 for Alum. Trent with the right click around the corner looks good, but it's down to Valen at 1 HP. And Alum exits with 4.
Look at that unit of FURIA. 4 players just synced up beautifully, just pooling out of back site together to collect all of the trades.
It's one of those variations here from FURIA where they push off that B site.
And a very common from what we're seeing with Yorus on this map, sending that gate crash all the way up mid, sometimes taking it, sometimes faking it. This time it was a fake. G2, they're in that A site. Artson fully committed, gets the first.
Again, we saw this last time from FURIA. They're so good at just standing in the face of these fast hits. Artson with a stinger. Alive at 46.
And those extra smokes, it's a nebula down that EU can play off of with this double controller comp.
Ooh, that could have been nasty. Trent's able to find a quick double though, and this means Nerve has to play through that nebula. It's not to be. Trent found 3 on the round, and now Nerve has to get in there to shut out. G2 on the board.
G2 make a good decision in the moment there as those additional smokes that FURIA have are blooming on the site, which is too dangerous.
Sticks around for a time, but unable to affect the aura, and now we've got pressure onto the B side. It's BabyBay already with eyes for upper. And he's able to play from this spot. This is going to get uncomfortable for Nerve, who might feel pinched as the hit comes in onto the side. It's going to be Koala Nuke down. Now the pressure comes back from FURIA. They might just flood into B before this actually gets flooded. Nerve sees 2 coming and lines them up. Here's the conversion pass now in play as Jorg and Trent have to put this together. And EU already plucks away the duelist.
That connects onto the mall. EU has a dart as well if he wants to throw that backside just to be a nuisance for Trent, the lone G2 player. Guardian. Less HP than ideal. Oh, it's spotted out just barely by Art.
Yeah, just the inch of his foot. Trent sees Alum topside and is going to be brought down.
And this is what FURIA have been so good at on their defense side, especially on this Abyss map.
It's a pump
around
fake.
Right now.
It's a pump fake. Here comes Trent back in that B-side direction. Alum just trying to tiptoe off the side, kind of convinced that they're done here. Now he's going to push through and see Leaf right in front of him. Now G2 full control of this B side of the map. With BabyBay fairly deep in security across the map. Rolling Thunder. This is going to secure that upper control for Jorg.
And look at this. BabyBay is on a mad long flank right now. If FURIA accelerate, maybe he won't be able to catch the timing.
Oh, I like that. Hug in the corner, little ping there. Jorg, oh, swung into Nerve. Now, G2 going to have to pull off the side and play this post plant. They've got a pretty darn composition for it, and then BabyBay just told to do whatever he wants. Come across the map from the A side, get into the works, and start to drag FURIA down. They're down to 2 players who are in no position to contest this round realistically.
Yeah, absolutely no time to do it. They'd be content at this point to just try and take some guns away from G2 when they retreat here. Artson playing in spawn. Definitely has an opportunity tucked in this corner.
You check this, surely, right? All right, just the one. G2 will at least take his rifle out of the game for now. So hard-fought round still for G2, or only taken...
Because G2 and BabyBay specifically were able to get everyone towards A. That was a really well-played round. And now this dimensional drift going all the way up through mid. Vents split into A, get the information.
Oh, Alum has to get out. Yeah, sees that Cosmic Divide coming down. FURIA knowing full well that A is the weakest site, are going to have to play for retake. But what is the timing going to be on this flood?
A classic combo with the drift into the stun, but Alum is just too quick to get away. It looks like Jaw wants to play very close, right behind that Astro Wall. As Nerve clears out Vents. BabyBay getting flanked.
Alum's going to get in here. Is BabyBay tucked in the right spot? It had to be an almighty flick. The timing off the owl drone! Alum reveals himself, and BabyBay can drop out of tower now, essentially scot-free. Flashing it back to A main. Now, Armageddon is in the game here for Nerve, so you can't simply sit in A main. It's going to be thrown towards the backside instead, where G2 simply are not really present.
Oh, and that paranoia didn't connect. On the BabyBay does go down, but Trent cleaning up.
That's it. Round over, G2 able to hold off the flood of FURIA players.
G2 setting up for this B execute. Qualinoob does love to play backside here. Tuck in Cubby, have tons of smokes to play around. You can see the Asher puts down the Nebula. He's got the dark covers as well.
Oh no, here we go. There's no flood capability for FURIA. They're completely off the site. And BabyBay is in between them and B.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
he really has been tearing FURIA apart, just playing top mid and getting really nice timings. This time far faster than the last time he went for the same flank in the same spot. And it looks like he's going to catch FURIA again, honestly.
And by my reckoning, we've not really seen Yoru. When BabyBay was a duelist, Yoru was not good. But, well, the boy is back, and he's more than happy to get into the Yoru's driver's seat.
Yeah, Art gets the one, but this time has to save and get out of there. Yeah, it is funny that...
Horrendous start. They've sort of stabilized that ship, and you'll notice now there's no full commit to top mid this time. It's actually BabyBay much more passively working that part of the map. Yeah. And hey, no, it's not so passive anymore, perhaps, but still. That is Artazine out of the picture.
FURIA attempted a double swing onto him, but Outlaw at that range and low armor. Very easy for BabyBay to get that first. And now surely G2 just lock up this round with full control of the site. Alan, the only player on FURIA with a rifle, but
yeah, dangerous.
Traded.
Okay, Saturate doesn't connect, and Trent is able to back up here. There is an owl drone to play off, and probably some aggression out. He's good, guys. Don't worry about it. Bro is our pro. Literal world champion, by the way. There's EU, though. That's dangerous. Jorgamon Trent going to be brought down. As well, Valen, BabyBay is in a decent position to cover this, but he's going to be smoked down and forced to step up. Valen has to lock it down. And he's up against Nerve with only a Sheriff, and he's able to win it out. This guy, with over 600 official matches of Valorant. That is over 100 per year that this guy has played. Valen, 350?
And now Qualinoob picking up the AWP. First time on defense, I think we're seeing FURIA with that weapon. And now look at this in the mix. It's that dimensional drift coming from BabyBay towards A, like when they split main with it last time.
What?
Alan clears that out. The real hit is on B.
It's going to be coming in hard and fast, but Nerve is going to be ready for it. It is hard to get past this anchoring duo for FURIA. They aren't going anywhere. Artazine posted up on the site. Nerve ready to cover if there's going to be a push up in the middle of it. Valen going to be pinged out a great distance away, but the spike, in the meantime, will go down. And Aftershock to clear that close corner for BabyBay.
Nice recon coming out. Leaf has to break that and retreat. Low HP. But still two players on site. BabyBay close range. Here they come. What a pass. That's perfect.
BabyBay, though, doesn't need fire rate right now. Just one shot is all he needs, but he'll be surrounded and eventually dragged off his pony. And that is FURIA converting off an insane Thrifty. So G2 has done a good job, at least, at making FURIA spend util on getting info in that part of the map, and it split them down the middle. Now G2 have that player advantage as they hit into this site, and Nerve is just going to get sprayed down through the smoky and upper. Artazine might suffer a similar fate sooner rather than later, as that Aftershock starts to test his position.
It looks like G2 want to force the issue. That's BabyBay swinging, but he's alone. Leaf wasn't actually playing with him. It's a flash that comes late. That little micro play gets disconnected, and BabyBay fully punished on account of it.
When the Schmeeg hit you a little too hard from 5 years ago, I guess. Here's Valen, though, in a good spot, and has found a timing at least. Qualinoob is going to be undone, but here's the push now. Flood timing for FURIA as they hit this B side, and Artazine covers EU perfectly. His Armageddon will be easy enough to circumvent, but Trent is at a 1v2.
Yeah, he takes that timing to get into sight, play Cubby, get closer.
Can he outfox these two sharp senses from FURIA? EU goes down first, but Artazine draws a bead on Trent and gets FURIA their 7th round on defense, no less.
Through absolute brute force.
Wait a minute.
No, we're good, we're good, we're good.
I've been hurt too many times before, man.
No, just brute force from G2 trying to get wins on this B site. It's not happening.
Pumping back to B side now. But look at the push up from Artazine. You will hear this.
Hoping that BabyBay can sell this over on A. Not going to happen. This positioning could be perfect from Art.
Rips their heads off. Leaf is at least able to get one back, but this gets ugly from here on out. Aftershock's going to give Nerve the hot foot now with the guided salvo. Doesn't really bother Leaf. He is in this B side. Spike, though, headed elsewhere. That's going via spawn to A, and Leaf is the insert left behind and quickly dealt with.
Those anchors so patient holding the angles. Spike will go down for free. This is essentially, feels like do or die for BabyBay. He will win them the round if he can make the play. But if he doesn't, is there another way for G2 to actually pull this off?
if you're FURIA, you're assuming that BabyBay is in some sort of nasty, ratty position on your side of the map. Yoru's had enough time to work that A side.
I mean, at that, look at the utility that FURIA still have to work with. They have a Recon, Smokes, Armageddon. I mean...
Here's the Armageddon.
Yeah, there's backside Valen forced away. Recon killer is close.
Oh, needed more than that, but essentially that's a solo challenge for BabyBay as Valen was forced away by this Armageddon, and now he is simply speculating as to where the diffuser is. And he steps up and sends him packing.
Fully overwhelmed. G2 definitely played some cool rounds out there. FURIA took that first pistol round. It looks like they're geared up, ready to get into this B site fast.
You're approaching me? Yes, Salam drops in immediately. Valen is taken out of the game. Nice shorty connections to Koala Noob, also really happy to take the fight to Leaf.
Leaf with no friends and no help on that site. After Allen gets the opening, pop flash out from BabyBay, trying to find something right now. Might catch Allen, no, not quite.
This pistol round for FURIA has been spectacular, honestly. And they won their first 7 pistol rounds of Kickoff. They've been very, very good with putting these together. G2 are, honestly, they're just sitting in the baby seat in the back. Rattle in hand. All safe and cozy, being taken off to FURIA's domain of choice.
Koala cleans up with a nice triple on that round, but inherent with these guys. All right, quick stun into main to try and deny FURIA of any fast presence. Missiles as well, but Allen is just right on top of Jaw.
Oh, buddy on a gun round as well. That is absolutely brutal stuff.
Oh my god, I mean, damage
what
up mid.
What is he doing here, bro? Koala just walking up mid.
He is in the walls. Trent is postured very close right now.
How long can he get away with this for? How much time can he buy? Can he get another advantage? Yes, G2. That is perfect from Trent through the smoke. EU doesn't see it coming. And Artazine all of a sudden watches the house of cards crumble. The deck now stacked against him.
Yeah, one of those just holding the S key as well. Mouse one at the same time. Free kill. Game's easy and Leaf in a little bit of trouble. Oh, but the flash does go off in time. Well done from Trent. And then in addition to that, credit to BabyBay, who was able to rotate to heaven very quickly and just not going to be the case. There's a rotate from Valen. He's headed over towards A. Just lack of sound from FURIA, kind of throwing G2 for a loop. The B execute is coming through. Hunter's Fury into heaven.
Allen got deep into the site there as well with that light speed. EU questing, okay, finds a tag on BabyBay. That's pretty telling if it's the Yoru of the catch of the Hunter's Fury. They are in the site. It's up to G2 now to wrest it from their grasp. They've got that Trent util. Now flashes for BabyBay. And for Leaf, they're going to make use of them though, and it's just BabyBay crushed there by Nerve, who holds his own. Allen waits for the push out now, and he tucks around the corner. Help comes eventually. Enough for FURIA to trade up that engagement, and Trent gets sourced out in the open.
You can just see how frustrating these smokes are to play around for G2.
Long enough at least to catch them in that Teho ultimate.
FURIA getting active top mid. Oh, what a shot from BabyBay.
Honestly, the guy has been a workhorse in this map especially. Getting back to Duelist. Really causing problems for FURIA by popping up on their side of the map. Gonna need more of that though to make this a compelling matchup. Some mid control here for Artazine. He's gonna respect that stealth drone coming his way.
Gonna fall back here.
Drone coming up through B. Wow, BabyBay gets a second, and Jaw up top, but with support from Leaf. That should be the nail in the coffin on this round.
Not a lot to be said about it. The money's not great, but Nerve's already committed for the most part. So I'm going to see if there's anything you can rustle up here. As G2 spent pretty low for this one. It is Allen. On his own, at least deals with Jorgamo. And he can't quite get away. The penetrative power of the Guardian cuts him to the quick.
Down B. FURIA, again, full intentions of just getting into this A site, however. Getting that orb over towards EU, dash in. This time into heaven, and Valen, he was spotted. Oh my gosh, yeah, the last second, and he's caught.
BabyBay's trying to get some control of tower again, I think. Here's that rolling thunder, but how are we looking to play off that? BabyBay emerges actually into the stun itself, but is able to win the fight out against the Waylay. Artazine tucked close here, no plant yet, keep that in mind. Now FURIA cross, and it's perfect timing. With the grab well in play, BabyBay can't safely swing that to catch them as they cross.
Look at this fight that's going to take place in A main as well. Jogamo on the flank. BabyBay trying to make some noise, trying to distract, and Jog gets a crucial kill. All of a sudden, these FURIA players, they're getting pitched from all angles.
Timing! Oh, could have been big, but Koala Noob found 3 and really even this round up. Artazine's util trolled BabyBay for a solid 20 seconds inside tower there. And now it's on Jorg. If there's any time to come alive, it's right about now. And Artazine says, no, stay dead, actually.
But we'll eventually have to make noise on that door break. Do FURIA just cut noise, try to re-hit? Do they leave? Baby Bay aggro.
Crouches into the shot. Nice connection. The spike still is in A main. FURIA have to step up onto this side, but Nerve and Allen do that with confidence, swaggering into A.
No patience. All desire to fight from G2. They go down. Valen on the flank. Okay, a little bit lazy on the shot, but is still able to find it onto Art.
Either Valen's late or his teammates were early. Either way, he eventually gets one. But now what? We just push straight through this A site if you're FURIA. Looking for that last round, that last victorious round, and Leaf is utterly overwhelmed.
Nice double swing. Valen has the rifle, but low on HP, facing 3 players.
Gonna fall back here.
I mean, this is FURIA's game to lose right now. They should be taking their map pick in fairly dominant fashion, and they do.
Unreal. That is unreal. Beware of a team, folks, that is free to reinvent themselves. Like the ghost of Christmas past, Koala Noob's like, hey boys, remember me?
B hit everyone from long. Hookah is definitely going to be a concern, but look at Koala Noob. He's actually pushed all the way out. It looks like he wants to maybe try to flank B long.
Is he going to have the timing here? He's the guiding light and the dash in onto the site. Nerve inside a Sky Smoke now is going to give some groove. So it's going to be a full retake and hope that Koala Noob finds a nice timing. But I think he might run into some form of this util here, and he's spotted out. It's Leaf, though, who comes off decidedly second best in that exchange. Baby Bay caught inside of C is completely outdone by EU. And so it's on Valen and Trent. With Alum about to emerge from Hookah. Bandit in hand for Trent. Sees him coming, and there's Captain Valen. Deals with Artazine. Hindrance here on Trent as the Saturate connects. But it's 2v2. Push onto the backside. EU bounding his way forward like babies, able to get the better of Valen, and now it's on Trent. What a shot. That's a big deal. It's already gotten to half, though. Trent needs to intervene, and he does! What an opener for G2. The Red Bull clutch from Trent gets him on the front foot first. Here he is. Alum is going to hear the Trailblazer come his way. Give it a little bit of that room. Jogama bouncing like a pinball straight down short. In we go. Thought he might have caught up there with the Saturate, but Alum was more than ready to fight him off.
Going back in for more. He's going to escape, but run down by Leaf. Art's not able to connect.
Leaf gets caught out. But sharp flicks there from Artazine to catch Valen as well. And ends up being a 2-for-2. Baby Bay storming into the back of the site. Won't find anybody lying in wait. He's concerned about vents when all of FURIA are coming out of shower.
Swing out though, Koala Noob taking a lot of damage, but leaves Trent in another clutch effort.
Oh man, on the move too. Classy finish there for EU, and the first gun round for FURIA yields them.
It looks like FURIA were kind of expecting that though. They had a high-low just ready to face for this pick. Yeah, matter of fact, they still do. So if Baby Bay gets...
Grab well as well to throw his aim off. This is dangerous! Man, they didn't even need the Astra util on the end.
Wow, that is a hard counter. That is being prepared for his playstyle after watching him against Under Thieves.
Down at Coach Shaw. Didn't find success in the skirmish, but that call was brilliant.
And now EU is on the move over towards this B site. FURIA 3 players ready to go if the execute comes through from G2.
No flash, walk up, guiding light, nowhere to be found. Trent just down straight away, okay. Maybe G2 not expecting FURIA to be as pushed up as they were. Valen caught out in the open by that Nightfall. With Alum in Hookah, this is so dangerous for G2.
Plan now coming through, trying to give Leaf some smokes to play around backside. EU is ready on the angle, but Leaf collects it.
Alum's going to try and remediate this quickly though, but it's wayward, it's ham-fisted. The shots frankly go wide. Leaf now on his feet.
Valen, with his ultimate, just drops it straight on that player's head to get a kill.
Okay, that poison orb is respected. Leaf maybe even aware there's a minuscule gap in it. Trailblazer goes past Koala Noob. There's no catch there. As that was headed in through Hookah. Doesn't reveal the Octagon player, and Koala Noob can fall back onto B with his ult.
That also reduces the option of G2 to threaten much towards A short with that wall permanently down. Here comes Jaw into that top site smoke.
Exactly. The way's been paid for Jaw, but this is like a later timing from Baby Bay. Less aggressive on A. Jaw now over the side, sees a flash of nerves. He tries to jump away. Dimensional drift for Koala Noob, though, is going to confirm that this is the genuine article. Or is it? Because it looks like the spike is being pulled away from this side of the map.
Wait, catches one on the rotate. Is Valen going to peek into this timing?
Oh, no. There was a second player, but the spike is being held by Trent here. If it goes wrong for him here, the round is done. Spike is down. Koala Noob just tore the heads off them. Jorgamo, who would love to be the spearhead, is the butt of this round's joke.
Koala just on all of the right angles at all of the right times. Such a great sense for the direction that the G2 players would be headed in a very scrambled situation. For an A execute on a round where their money is very low if they lose.
Yeah, they got their Viper Bulldo on short. They can get pretty deep down here without any adversity. Oh, dear Alum, that is not what you want to see. He loses his nerve and the op. Pretty plant pit on the A side, and the pitter-patter of feet for G2 as they swarm over it. And FURIA have no business actually trying to play Valorant this round.
Yeah, no. This one is cooked time to save that op. Not 100% sure they needed two of them into that round. It was a bit of an unfortunate timing. I mean, Alum wanted to avoid the Trailblazer, so he stepped forward, but then his crosshair was a little bit off for that wider swing from Jaw.
I mean, you are going up against the Waylay who will break that crosshair placement if she can anyway, so it is tough to hold line. Maybe he was just hoping it would be Alum v Baby Bay.
Yeah, right. It's just Baby Bay peeking that with the op, but doesn't end up being the case. And then Baby Bay just does his thing late in the round to kill those defenders while they're being pushed out of positions. G2 do use several ults, though, to win out this round, so...
You mentioned it last map, though. It's those G2 ult rounds feel like they are
they're just
very secure.
Yeah, it's like they have a 99.9% win rate on the we are using our ults rounds historically.
Real facts being cited here, folks. Now, there is a gate crash for Koala Noob to get in a position to cover a push out of lamps, but outside of that, he can't do a whole lot to stop what G2 are doing on A.
Yeah, they have to know, though, that it's possible that G2 are in these positions.
Too clean with it, though. Joel going to back out now. Concerned about maybe a wrap from B long, and he's right. He has the intuition here that Alum has the aim.
And Alum has the convergent paths. The players from G2 in lamps have to be extremely concerned right now.
This is, though, the cringe post-plant setup to some degree between the Brim and the Viper.
And there is just a lot of delay on account of Jaw being on the opposite side of the map. The clock is already taking. Baby Bay posted up.
He's off the line. He's off the line now. That's the problem. He's going to repost it. Now he's going to be smoked off of it. Val in the corner. What was that? Unreal. The conversion to the player in heaven. Out of absolutely nowhere. Elbow drops FURIA.
Well, the rest of his team were just caught in the ult.
Deep in the A site is the only player that's been left back there, but there's going to be a gate crash to allow for reinforcement. It's a Marshall from Koala, though.
Not the strongest of reinforcements that will be arriving in heaven.
Arzine opts to make a play for lamps here. Rotate back for EU. Oh, hey! It's pretty good with the headshots, though, isn't it? Koala Noob's picked up Leaf already.
There's one, but even still, Furious have to close the gap with 3 Buckies, and Jaw has a convergent paths anyhow. I mean, this should still be a G2 round. There is a flank from Nerve, but again, he has to close the gap with the Bucky.
Who's watching Shower? No one's watching Shower right now. Valorant is his back turn. He's looking over towards Vents, and here they come. As Arzine, the sole rifle in the round, sinks out. And now it's a 5v3. All right, it's a bit towards short. Nerve with the classic. Yeah, it's happening, baby. Jaw does his best, but his best ain't good enough. It's on Trent in a 1v4, and those valuable weapons are being scooped on up, but Trent has other plans. Nerve low with the spike defused on the other side. Never say never, Mr. River. I mean, there's your thrifty round.
Just finally gets up close with the Bucky. Took him 35 seconds to do it, but that classic was good enough, too. He just wins an isolated 1v1, I think, sure.
Baby Bay inside the Viper's pit.
And, you know, suddenly we've arrived at a situation where G2, who looked like they had some real intentions of trying to work a B long, have to go elsewhere. They don't actually have a Trailblazer from Trent. Baby Bay, I mean, this is crazy.
What is the idea behind this?
He's posted up 1 HP if someone on FURIA walks forward. G2, they're forced to adjust, forced to send everyone out of hookah.
Baby Bay's going to have to find a timing here, but Jorg is going to be inside a smoke on that B side yet again. Leaf finds Alum. It's about finding the Viper player, I suspect, but Nerve is hiding down. Here comes the pit. Baby Bay's going to be low and still decayed when it disappears, but there's no one there to follow up on it. Because FURIA, they're caught outside of the site.
Art is trying to work himself into hookah for this flank right now. As G2, 2 of their players trapped in container. 1 to assist from Octagon. It looks like they want to take some other space. They want to get out of that uncomfortable position center site and fight elbow.
They have to know that was a clone, but G2 think there's more behind it, and they're not wrong. It's EU. Tries for a seize. Valen should be clear of that. Yeah, Nardazine down. Koala Noob's up, though, starting to chime out. He flashes his way in. Baby Bay ducks into the nebula for a time, but Valen's in trouble. Now it's Baby Bay to face the music, and Koala Noob still feeling it, still shooting. Gives FURIA their fourth.
Look at that, just baiting him out with the tap on the spike. And with the AWP, that's so awkward for Baby Bay. Forced to get out of there and then has to scope in. Yep, so Shower's taken, aside from the fact that Arzen is on a very tight angle to try to take a shot and get away.
I've got your trail.
Do it. Seekers over the top. Baby Bay getting up top, but EU's ready.
Speaking of contact angles, EU was more than happy to hold that one, and he sees Baby Bay come at him. Valen, though, at least able to get rid of the Astra now. Playing by triple. This is dangerous. The orbital strike hits Lamps, but Jorg is taken down. It's through some masonry from EU. Trent's been here before. 1v4, 4 points of hell, deals with Koala Noob, but there is the next wave, always waiting for FURIA. And that's 5 on the board for the defenders.
EU, my offer? my offer?
None of G2 all go to heaven first. They're all trying to work this A side. Nardazine again, tucked in this tight little angle. We're checking that corner. Yes, great saturate as he gets on out. And Leaf is able to capitalize. With Alam out of the picture and a pre-plant pit, G2 should have this one locked up for now.
Yeah, not going to try to curse this one, but it should be over. this should just be a G2 round win. That exec is just too strong, and you know, Art, I think he's going to regret playing up that close against a Waylay. You are just going to be located, likely saturated, and even if not, the rest of the team are going to pounce on you after the frag. Well, that's a free one. Well, it's as free as it gets, but
great entry point pick. Quality has a bit of an intuition for where he expects G2 to be lying in wait. Valen's getting active there. That takes G2 to 7 rounds on the attack side, but for FURIA, it was 2-6 against them.
He went crazy when they switched over to attack side on Abyss. His entries with the shorty were nuts. Pistol rounds and on gun rounds. He was getting entries with this gun, and he's going to try his best to do that right now. He was leaping the victim. Nope, right onto Jaw.
Do you ever expect the loop around immediately into hookah? Jaw apparently didn't. That was way too fast. Leap trying to get out here, flashing through. Gets out onto the site here, and G2, this was something they've run many, many times before. Simple flood behind this flash, and there's EU, found his second. This could be big, but Valen and Baby Bay are still healthy. And the Headhunter will be sated.
Love to see that proactivity from G2. FURIA, clearly, we could see from their point of views, they were not expecting the flood to come at that pace. Okay, but if we're FURIA, what if we go B again and have Alum with a shotgun ready to dash in?
Yep. They're buying down to have enough for guns next round. Here we go. Alum in, and then Alum straight on out. Nardazine very low, as he is Alum. Valen should be able to work the site. Spectre, very well apportioned weapon for situations such as these. Jorg ran straight into the bucky, and there's EU again, finding another of these frags out of nowhere. Now, the numbers favor FURIA.
I mean, we're getting silly, man. 2 people in container! Okay.
Baby Bay has a good approximate idea. Trent's got the weapon for this. Should be easy enough for the judge. Well, it's up to Baby Bay with an outlaw.
What game are we playing, man?
1 bullet in the chamber, by the way, and FURIA are about to put many. I suspect. Yep. Another thrifty for you guys, or virtually. Yeah, Bucky and Judge for G4.
I mean, they could be going into the Gremlin setup in hookah right now if FURIA unfortunately decide that they want to be in that area of the map, with the trip going to ping and then Leaf jumping up with the Judge. Oh, what? What?
Okay. That's a big one for Valen to win out. And of course, he's long gone from Shower. Long gone. Get a bit of healing from the sky.
I mean, FURIA are posted up for exactly just that kind of play, and it doesn't get punished. Here comes Allen going forward. Oh no, he hinders himself, so he's got to get the hell out of there.
Okay, so now FURIA trying to fight for this front side control, but EU's actually gone straight through the smokes before FURIA actually hit the front side at all. Here's the Bucky though for Jorg, and it's a legendary skin in the hands of a legendary player. EU dealt with in the nerve. We'll come back in from...
I don't think Nerve can get to the spike.
Yeah, no.
Sadly.
The amount of time left? No.
G2, though, on account of BabyBay having that positioning, are comfortable with sitting 3 players in this B site.
G2 do not want to sit off the side against this, and what is that? Alum's gotten into the side as well. Inside these smokes, with the Bucky, Koala's found his second. Trent is really playing off the site at the moment. He avoids that flash, and there's going to be a multi-swing, but he had just the weapon for it! And the godly ace from Trent! Did he finally get it? Remember the joke? That he never got an ace? The BabyBay got one before him? I think we just saw history.
I think that was actually a historic moment in Valorant that we just witnessed. I had to double check. I needed to wait for the graphic. That was an ace, right? From Trent. Can we get one of those little information pop-ups on the screen, please?
Finally did it!
He actually did it.
Well, with that being said, there's no way G2 loses this map now.
Yeah, how did they lose this map after that?
FURIA, though, have other plans. They're pretty quick on into this ace side, but Shower's control still persists for the defenders.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, might as well just smoke it off and ignore it and fight everyone else forward. Just pay no attention to BabyBay. If you don't acknowledge his existence, he can't hurt you. But Valorant can playing for a back triple, just swinging onto everyone.
So hardy. It's so hard to get him off these parts of the map, and BabyBay at extremely close range is able to find Nerve, but there's a timing that he's got to be aware of here. EU cuts him down.
Yeah, he really does find his moment. Look at these Seekers on the flank, by the way, going out short as Leaf peeks out.
Journeyman cabbages getting across the map.
All in the hands of EU.
There's a double swing here, EU. Danger abounds, and G2 will move to map point.
Feels like this one might be done and dusted, though. On this round, FURIA have 3 significant ultimates to play with, both of their dual assaults.
That's where we see the breach from G2.
Looks like we're going to get a clash at B-Long, deep flash, and a full push from G2 to close out this game.
Trying to make a play to Hookah at the same time. There was going to be EU going down first. Leaf caught by Artazine. Still though, FURIA haven't gotten deep on this B-Long now. Trying to play around his convergent pass. The shutdown from Jorg. BabyBay and Trent also able to slow this one up. And so it's Artazine and Nerve. With poor weaponry, limited prospects, and an orbital strike nipping at the heels.
This just feels like one of those games where no matter what you do, the other team, they're just invincible. It's one of those games where the opposition are just the best players you've ever seen in your life, because it's not like they did anything wrong. They dimensional drift, locate the player, convergent paths, Koala gets out of it, but he gets one tapped. I mean, what can you do? Sometimes the other team, they just don't miss.
Cosmic Divide is about to expire, and so there needs to be a Nebula inside Vents.
He's trying to get silly.
I like this spot, however, might be a little telegraphed, this one. Does anybody look down?
They do not know. George spotted him.
Spidey sense is clearly tingling, and there you have it, folks. Bind, wrapped up in a neat little bow by G2. And they're going to take this series all the way.
Dominant showing, courtesy of IGL. Valen calling a great attack half, and also just putting up some superb numbers himself. Now look, the setup here for FURIA, it is simple. You have Koala Noob drawing some attention from G2, teleport back to B main where the execute's going to come through, and of course it is Alan. Of course he does have a shorty, does have to get out in that situation.
Yeah, look where the positioning is for Valorant. He's very far back, not to be caught out by the double dash in. Leaf able to find one, can they play off of that? Despite the snake bite being in the way of G2, they can still trade for Leaf's kill, but they will be caught out of the sight. This spot for BabyBay is going to be crucial on this pistol, and he's playing it pretty safely, pretty conservative.
Just crouching, tucking his head so he doesn't get taken down. Listen, if I'm G2, I'm worried right now about the existence of EU. This guy has been a pistol round phenom in this series. Just jumping around with the classics. It doesn't matter. Right now he's got the Sheriff though.
Just a tap of the spike for EU.
Look at BabyBay. He has worked his way from heaven trying to get into B main. And the fact that FURIA are just delaying getting the spike down is allowing him time. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, Nerve has been looking for it. He's been trying to bait the rap, and it comes. BabyBay may have walked into a trap there.
Haunt is back up for EU as well. That's going to go out. Force Jaw to break, swings out, but that's 3 players ready to face him.
This is more time for Valorant though to step up, and now the inserted player on the site is the Yoru. Koala Noob ready to stand and deliver, but a shot catches his shot. Turns out it was the head. Fair enough. Joel gets it to half. He's going to have to get off of it now and fights! Here comes Nerve. 3 on the round. FURIA on the board.
Yeah, he is a push down mid from G2. FURIA getting into the site, and with the way they've positioned themselves, getting into this site to fight, no longer an option. It's going to be a straight-up retake. They have the better weapons to pull it off.
And they got the breach and Fade utility at that.
Out in the open. Oh, 2! Bro, I'm telling you. I mean, it's a new era for EU.
Man, that guy was just waiting for the perfect moment. The wall came down. He found himself too, and the fade off is complete. G2.
Is this just a save?
Yes.
Is this just a save for G2?
There's no way they're going to go for this. And look at the buy for FURIA. It's free real estate.
It might be a little bit hard to get these guns if G2 try to patrol heaven.
After the fact, though,
I just messed up that I'm on a cut right now, and I'm
hungry?
smelling that. And
you
it's,
smell it?
Yeah, so someone's eating something delicious in here, real close to the casting booth. All right, hold on. Let me dial in, Mitch. I'm getting hungry. Let me dial in. Dog gets an entry kill, and then backs away, dialing in.
All right, Prowler out onto the side. A lot of this U2 and a gate crash gets FURIA pretty deep here. Deep enough. The Trent's not going to be ready for Alan to catch him. But here's Jaw, off for timing, gets down ramp. Still 2 FURIA players up on the site. G2 with the numbers. Time might be on their side here too.
Real danger there for Jaw. Look at the weaponry, by the way. Jaw, the weakest, is the only one with a rifle. Valorant trying to close the distance with this stinger.
Oh, it's tough from here. Artzine and Alan both healthy. And that's the round falling flat on its face for G2.
Set up a team for a round win. Stall out the rest of FURIA to try to get the goal on him.
Prowler dealt with so many tools to force him off the line, and he's going to be in an awkward spot, a little bit exposed here. Shoots at the clone, as you do.
As well, and now getting chased down.
Everything in the kitchen sink, and they got him. Jogamo down. He got back into screens and got picked off through the smoke. So much for having value from that operator.
That util sequencing is actually just vile.
What do you mean sequencing?
Impossible to deal with. I mean, it was one thing after another. It's called a sequence, buddy.
That's true. I'm not gonna argue with that. All right.
Oh, little combo, but yeah, Art is able to sidestep that. Alan fighting forward into the Nightfall.
Okay, Paranoido is going to be slowed up. G2 can't play off that as quickly as they would have liked, and Artzine is tucked here on this corner. Valon, Baby Bay, both decayed down.
Yeah, both at 1 HP at the moment. And Alan, I mean, he's just shot in the foot. It doesn't even matter. He was so weak.
Baby Bay gets a trade up of weapon, but Artzine was sitting and waiting for them. How about another round for the Panthers?
Straight out of the timeout, they are just eating G2 alive. Poor Jaw. I mean, watching that in his point of view.
Small thatched hovel.
Valon trying to just do anything he can to get some kills. Okay, well, he gets one. That was someone, I think, just took their util out while he swung out, so gets the best timing imaginable.
Love that from Valon. He was ready to fight again. Steps back an extra meter or so.
That one lit up the concrete, though. Just destroyed it. But now down mid, a Prowler went, and it looks like Leaf wants to take some space off the back of it. Yeah, play a bit of a forward angle.
Just, yeah, be a... Remember these weapons here for G2, not spectacular. Okay, element is
trouble now. What?
Whoa, he dodged the saturate, not bad.
Oh, Valon exposed though. That's big for Nerve to find. And now with 55 seconds on the clock, there is an opportunity for FURIA to be a little bit patient, slow things down. And as things stand, there's no chance at the moment they'll be running into the Bucky, so they have to just deal with Baby Bay on this site, playing with the Bandit.
Sees the barrel of EU's rifle. Unfortunately, that advance notice just isn't enough to tip the scales in his favor.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that Artzine was already going to be kind of pushed, tucked around that corner.
Only a Sheriff now for Trent, and FURIA are easing into these post-plant positions.
Yeah, they can let G2 go forward. Art can just send a Paranoia off. There's even another Prowler. Yeah, that's
2 Prowlers. Oh, me. Guy's got everything. Jaw can skirt the edge of this. Oh, sees the shoulder of Artzine. Okay, now they've got good positioning. Convergent pass, and you can half the spike behind this. Trent is definitely going to have to take contact though for Jaw. And there's Nerve. They've got it. Unbelievable thrifty. Convergent pass at the perfect time. That hindrance takes FURIA out of the round.
Now look, even still, FURIA, if they win this round, the economy for G2 is right back in the bin. 1 orb away is Trent from getting his Nightfall. Convergent pass comes through. Are they going to clear Valon? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Valon doesn't have time for the hindrance to wear off. Pretty powerful, fast ult play into the B side. And Trent offers pretty limited resistance.
Yeah, Baby Bay trusts his best to get over there quickly as well, but is unable to get anything accomplished. Nerve needs to tuck, get out of the way of that aftershock. Okay, Leaf I mean, random spray kill onto Art, and all of a sudden, G2 have a chance.
Rolling Thunder to come through. Alum gets popped up, I think, above the Viper's pit, potentially. Hard to say, but Jaw going to drop in. Hit the Saturate as well. Nerve gets flattened, but the pit is now going to fall. EU steps up, and he knows he's going to be crossfire potentially, but Leaf doesn't have it set up in time. Turns to flash. EU looks like a juggernaut out here. 10-2! You can't stop this guy!
EU is a damn demon on this map right now. Judge, ult,
hit.
There you go. In the meantime, over on the, A side of the map, you have a patient Furia and a very active Furia towards B. Look at that teleport, dimensional drift right in there. Leaf has to step up as the anchor. Jaw helping him out.
That gets his. Alum though straight for Leaf. He's a little low, and there's no heaven control yet for Furia. Actually need some time. They need to buy time for these rotates to come in, but I love that from Jaw inserting himself down ramp to catch this cross potentially.
Nightfall comes out from G2. Counter Nightfall will be coming through any second now from EU, surely, as soon as they're aware that the players are coming out of heaven.
It would give away where he is, though, so he's thinking about, I think, maybe how to make best use of this. The hindrance on Jorg, not capitalized on yet. Oh, okay, through the smoke, there could be something there, and here's the counter Nightfall now. The EU has revealed himself, and it is a flood of red on the kill feed, but Valorant keeps his team in it. Only just. Decay down, trying to play through these smokes, but he might, well, he would have had a timing if he hadn't made noise. He was deafened, and that's an impossible round to win.
They can get right back into this game.
Time to jump.
They are a team that made a lot of comebacks last year, too. Yeah. That was their bread and butter.
Okay.
Just some taps from Jaw, sure.
Yep, one smoke kill deserves another. Qualalum now dying by the same sword he lived by in the previous.
EU, by the way. Weapon check. Outlaw.
Still outlaw.
Armor check on G2. Full for everyone.
Yep. Aura check at maximum for EU.
And Arson find this kill now.
Okay,
slow. Yeah, nice from Baby Bay.
Doubling his kills for the map. Love to see that. Joel trying to get in there, just throws in the Saturate. There's a flawless round coming up for G2. Not a moment too soon.
Felt like they had a real desire to win out a dominant round. Like they, for that, into Leaf getting an orb, so he has Rolling Thunder, and they can use that later.
EU feeling himself is just re-clearing this for free. Well, the taxman cometh, apparently.
Jaw is just a genius when it comes to spamming through that Viper wall. 3 kills in the last 2 rounds. Intuition on max. Furia making their way over towards this B side. G2 are definitely aware that Furia, they're making the way over towards this B side. They have 3 players there now. Jaw's just sat in A main. Here come the smokes, and G2 really can just play this out for a full retake. They don't have to rush this at all. Leaf has that Rolling Thunder. You could have Valen, well, he's going to get that first kill, but even at that, he could, well, just get a second kill. I'm trying to give him a strat, bro. It doesn't just kill him. Whatever, man, just kill him.
It's a Viper's pit now.
It doesn't even matter.
Calling back on the side, his nerve was hoping to make something of this round. Yeah.
Tactics, ults, who gives, in spades on Abyss. We'll see if they can recreate that here to close out the game. This would be a big pistol round for G2 to take.
Chasing the fault line, Furia hastily try and get to the low ground here, and they've shut down this first thrust pretty effectively on the pistol.
That's what I mean. They're able to dodge that util coming into sight and just fight out of heaven. Nerve, a bit of an awkward timing. Outpaces his players and screens. Wow, damage from Allen is significant, and Artsin, easy swing.
Trent sitting on a...
Wow, wow.
Not the appropriate weapon for that. Frenzy out in the open.
I like that out the gate from Furia.
Outlaw against 3 half-armored targets could be pretty good. Oh, Allen pops up, sees Baby Bay playing passively. That's information gained. Nerve's going to try and fall back here in towards heaven again with the charge. And oh, buddy, Furia just don't seem to care. No respect. Baby Bay gets pushed on the extremity of the map. And now some heaven control will be attempted. There's the Saturate. And Jorgamo will vaporize in a burst of color.
And Leaf just doesn't even want to test Alim further. It's 2 versus 5. Just Leaf remaining.
One little Leaf against the full fury of the Panthers. A flawless round to close it out.